Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Plant, Grow, Eat, where we plant, grow, and eat together. Today we're going to talk about bananas. As all of you know by now, I am very passionate about growing food and not just growing our own food, but growing and sharing and teaching others. Also, I'm very passionate about doing things that are easy. I want to encourage people to grow food, not just any food, but food that are easy and are high in nutrition. So let's talk about our bananas. All of us love bananas. We eat bananas probably every week. So I'm gonna talk about how we can actually plant our own banana tree and go and harvest. Bananas are a great food because they are very high in nutrition. They have a ton of calcium, potassium, fiber. As a matter of fact, a lot of you may not know that we can actually eat the green bananas. The glycemic index in a green banana is only 30, whereas the ripe banana is 60. Anyway, enough of that nutrition. Let's go look at our bananas. Come on. So let's talk about the soil, how to plant this. Bananas need a good rich soil. So I always love to use, personally like Kellogg's organic garden soil, but you can pick any organic soil. I like to do everything organic. And I always add in black cow manure compost. I also love to add a rich organic matter. If you don't have it, you can use any organic garden soil, but always add some organic matter, whether it's cow manure compost or if you have like a good balanced fertilizer, like a 10-10-10 fertilizer, that will be really great. To me, the important part about growing any of these trees is that you give it a good start. So if you have a sucker that say has like a 2-inch diameter, you're not gonna put a little tiny hole. I always dig down at least 1.5 feet and like 2 inches wide. Fill it with the organic fertilizer, the garden soil, the cow manure compost. Mix it in well with the native soil, and then you plant your tree. Once you plant your sucker, be sure to water it well for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Put some good mulch on top of it. You can either use natural mulch that you have. If you have like trees falling, you can use the natural leaves that will break down, or you can buy natural mulch from your local nursery. You don't have to get anything fancy, and do not get the dyed mulches because that is bad. That puts bad things into the ground. Be sure to use a natural mulch. Another thing to note, after the banana takes anywhere from 15 months, a year and a half, from when you plant it until it starts bearing. But the awesome thing is, once that sucker starts bearing, it's gonna shoot up all these additional suckers, and you're gonna have more than enough suckers. I have like probably 6 or 7 here that you can share with others, plus each of these are gonna give food. Banana trees only bear once, so after they bear, it's very important to remove the tree. This tree just finished bearing, and you can see it doesn't have the bananas anymore. We need to cut this down all the way to the bottom. I'll probably do that today. I'll do that off camera. We cut that down, and you can use this actually in your compost pile if you have a compost pile. Let me show you what we have here. I always leave my bananas on the tree. We literally have been eating from this bunch for the past at least 5 or 6 weeks. This is our bananas, but as I said, I'm in a very small space, so this is actually hanging in the neighbor's yard. Every weekend I come, I cut like 5 or 6 bananas for me and my husband and my kids. You know, this was actually an 8-hand bunch. It's an 8-hand bunch. Each hand had between 10 and 15 bananas. So we had a ton of bananas. We've been sharing these, eating these literally for weeks. The important thing to know when the bananas are ready, the green bananas are ready, is when the edges of the bananas are fully rounded. You see how rounded these edges are? When you see the edges that are sharp or are angular, you know they're not ready yet. Wait until they're rounded, and that's when it's time to eat. Usually my bananas, I never make it all the way to ripe because we love green bananas so much. We cook them in soups. I make green banana porridge. We boil them and eat them with different dishes. It's something that I love so much that we generally don't make it all the way to when it's ripe. However, you can know when it's getting ripe if you start seeing them turn yellow. These are still green. It takes anywhere from 75 to 100 days for them to fully ripen. So I have a few more weeks of eating bananas before they're ripe. If you don't like to eat them green, you can actually leave them till you start seeing yellow, and then you can chop the bunch, put it in a nice cool area if you want to speed up the ripening. But as I said, I think I've only had ripe bananas off my trees like once, and I made banana breads and we ate them, and made shakes. We did all kind of fun stuff with them. So thank you so much again for joining us for this episode of Plant, Grow and Eat. One thing to remember is that bananas are very low maintenance. Apart from the sprinkler water in it 3 times a week, I almost never water my bananas, and you can see how healthy they are. So once more, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share this video, and stay tuned for the papayas. I'm gonna have an awesome video on papayas next. Thank you so much for listening.